Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Your Love Story for the month of May 2020. This is for you coming from Aries. First, let me show you my email address. Here it is. And if you wish to have a 90-minute session with me to have the ability to know your next 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and to look at your palms, then send me that email. And I'll give you a lot of information how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers. And in fact, how to reach that powerful energy that's within you. More about that later. Now, the first 15 days of May for you coming from Aries is not going to be good at all. So, your love story is going to meet many obstacles, many hurdles, and many disappointments. Be careful, don't show rebelliousness, don't argue. Don't try to push your point across. Take the soft approach for the first 15 days. It's very, very important. That way you will seem polite, you will seem classy, and you won't be seem like being too pushy. If you find a new romance in the first 15 days, you have to be very cautious. It may not be the right choice of you. And it may be also a very troublesome person that you may meet in the first 15 days of May. If you have an ongoing romance, it's going to be very troublesome and difficulties of understanding, difficulties of getting together, opposition building up very, very fast, and emotional issues also coming through. So many things can go wrong with an ongoing romance in the first 15 days. If you are married, be extra careful. Long-term planets are very weak. Quick-term planets are causing problems, making you hasty, impatient in what you say and do, making you impulsive in your actions. And all that's going to create problems for you. So in the first 15 days of May in your marriage, try not to bring up any fussy issues. And if it's your marriage partner who is doing that, stay calm. Tell yourself it's only 15 days of the month. The extended family can cause some problems. Don't allow your parents to come in to give advice. Don't let your brothers and sisters get involved in whatever difficulties you have in the first 15 days. The last 16 days of May are going to be also very difficult. In fact, now money issues are also coming up as a problem. So if you have found a new romance, be careful that you'll find a very argumentative person, a very rebellious person, and a person who lacks self-confidence as well. You don't want that. So take your time if you find a new romance in the last 16 days. Don't jump for it. If you have an ongoing romance, it's going to cause problems in the sense that disputes or what you say and what the other person says, in the sense of not agreeing to plans, in the sense of just money issues coming up a lot. All that will be a problem even with your ongoing romance. So you'll have to be very careful. You have to separate the areas of love from the areas from money. Don't get them all together. It'll be very confusing. And don't want to be pushy and don't want to be stubborn. In your marriage areas, you have to be extra careful that a few wrong words said can turn everything very bad. And of course, you may find your rebellious marriage partner on the war path very, very easily. Try not to be pushed around. No, you don't have to allow that. But try to take the soft approach with everything you say and you do. That will improve it. I'm going to now give you your lucky ages. So your lucky ages for the month of May. If you happen to be the ages of 18 or 27 or 36 or 45 or 54 or 63 or 72 or even 81, well, you'll be one very lucky person in the month of May. You'll be able to overcome or control any problem which I've mentioned coming your way. So you're the lucky one. If you're not of these ages, then I suggest you have a 90-minute session with me, which will cost you USD 50 to know your next 9 years, age by age, calendar year by calendar year. We'll talk about that later. You have to be cautious of somebody who is of these ages, which I'm going to mention now. And if you meet somebody in the area of romance, or if your marriage partner is of these ages, you have to tread very carefully in what you say and what you do. And if that person is the age of 17 or 26 or 35 or 44 or 53 or 62 or 71 or even 80, you're going to have a lot of trouble with this person in the month of May. So take the soft approach, try to remain calm, don't instigate problems further. The lucky color for you to wear to become very lucky in your love story is the color red. Wear plenty of red during this month of May. You can have an attachment to somebody, meeting somebody that you like, or that somebody may be wanting an attachment to you. And according to my research, that somebody comes from Sagittarius. So somebody from Sagittarius is going to be very keen on you. Or could you be very keen on somebody in Sagittarius? I would say it's a good match. And in the month, the planets in the month of May will like somebody Sagittarius to connect with you. Now, regarding directions, when we face certain directions, we face certain planets. And for me, for the month of May, I will have to recommend to you try to face northwest as much as possible. You will have some kind of inspiration where love situations, marriage situations are concerned to say the right thing all the time. Is the AM in this month of May, is the AM period or the PM period better? For me, for the month of May, the AM period would be better, which means the love story can be more adventurous from 12 midnight up to 12 noon. That's the AM period. That would be for the month of May. Now, regarding you meeting people during this month of May, wherever your love story is concerned, you'll have to take the soft approach very, very carefully. Otherwise, things will go very wrong. Now, this 90-minute session, which I talk about, well, it is based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms. And to become somebody very special, we need to connect with that supernatural energy in us. And when we can do that, our love story will become wonderfully satisfying for us. We meet the right partners, we are able to make partnerships even better. All that I will teach you. And I will show you in other areas of your life, your job, your business, your finances, your health areas, and of course your love story areas, how to make your next 9 years better and better for you. All that will be based on me doing the horoscope for you for your next 9 years. So send me that email which I showed you earlier, and I'll be very happy to help you. Until then, have a good month of May for your love story. Thank you and goodbye.